Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Jane and Alex podcast. I am so happy to be here with you today. How are you doing, Alex?
Hi, Jane. Hello to all our listeners. I am doing fantastic today. I am full of energy and ready to dive into our new topic. How are you?
I am doing great, thank you. I'm actually really excited about today's episode because it is a topic that so many of our listeners have asked for. It is a very important moment in life.
Oh, really? That sounds interesting. What is the topic for today, Jane?
Today, we are going to talk about the first day at college conversation. You know, that first day when you walk onto a university campus, you don't know anyone, and you have to start speaking English with new people. It can be scary, right?
Oh, wow. Yes, that is a huge topic. The first day of college is exciting, but you are right. It is also very nerve-wracking. I remember my first day of college. I was so nervous. I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Exactly. And that is why we are here. We want to help our listeners feel confident. We want them to know exactly what to say so they can make friends and talk to professors without feeling afraid. We are going to cover everything from saying hello to finding your classroom.
That is a great plan. We will break it down into small steps. We will give you the exact phrases you need. We will show you how to be polite, how to be casual, and how to sound natural. By the end of this episode, you will be ready for your first day.
Yes, and before we start, I have a small favor to ask our listeners. If you are enjoying our podcast and you want to learn more real-life English, please take a moment to like this video. It really helps us.
That is right. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, you won't miss any of our future lessons. We have so many great topics coming up, so please subscribe now.
Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, Alex, let's imagine the situation. It is the morning of the first day. You are walking onto the campus. There are students everywhere. What is the first thing you might need to do?
Well, usually the first problem is that you are lost. Campuses can be huge, so the first conversation you usually have is asking for directions. You need to find your building or your classroom.
That is so true. I got lost 3 times on my first day. So how do we ask for directions politely? We don't want to just shout, "Where's the library?" right?
No, definitely not. That is too direct. In English, we like to be a little softer, especially with strangers. A great way to start is by saying, "Excuse me."
Excuse me. That is perfect. It gets the person's attention politely. So I could say, "Excuse me, could you help me?"
Yes, excuse me, could you help me is very polite. Or you can be specific. You can say, excuse me, I am looking for the science building.
I am looking for. That is a great phrase. It is better than saying "where is" because it sounds like you are in the middle of an action. I am looking for the library. I am looking for room 101.
Exactly. Let's try a little role play, Jane. I will be a student walking by and you are lost. You need to find the cafeteria.
Okay, I am ready. Here I go. Excuse me. Hi there.
Oh, hi. Can I help you?
Yes, sorry to bother you. I am looking for the cafeteria. Do you know where it is?
Sure. It is just around the corner inside the student center.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good first day.
And scene. That was easy. I liked that you said, "sorry to bother you." Is that necessary?
It is not 100% necessary, but it is very nice. It shows that you respect their time. People on college campuses are often rushing to class, so saying "sorry to bother you" makes them feel more willing to help.
That makes sense. It is good for our listeners to remember that phrase, "sorry to bother you." Okay, so now I have found my building. I walk into the classroom. There are other students sitting there. This is the scary part. Where do I sit?
This is a classic moment. You see an empty chair next to someone. You cannot just sit down silently. Well, you could, but it is a missed opportunity to make a friend. You should ask if the seat is free.
Right. So what is the most natural way to ask that? Should I say, "Can I sit?"
Can I sit is okay, but it is a little short. A very common phrase is the seat taken?
Is this seat taken? I love that. It means, is someone else sitting here? And if they say no, it means you can sit there.
Exactly. Or you can ask, do you mind if I sit here?
Do you mind if I sit here? That is a bit more formal, right?
A little bit, but still very common. Let's practice this one. You are sitting at a desk looking at your phone. I will come in.
Okay, I am studying.
Hi, excuse me, is the seat taken?
Oh, no, it's not. Go ahead.
Thanks.
See, that was smooth. And once you sit down, Alex, that is the perfect moment to start a conversation, isn't it?
It is the best moment. You're both waiting for the professor. You have maybe 5 minutes. You should introduce yourself, but keep it casual. Don't be too formal.
So I shouldn't say, "Hello, my name is Jane. It is a pleasure to meet you."
No. That sounds like a business meeting or a job interview. In college, we are chilled. We are relaxed. Just say, "Hi, I'm Jane, by the way."
By the way, I like adding that. It makes it sound like an afterthought, very natural. I'm Jane, by the way.
Yes, and then the other person will say their name. Hi, I'm Alex. And then you have the golden question, the question everyone asks in college.
I think I know what it is. Is it, what is your major?
Bingo! What is your major, or what are you studying? This is the #1 conversation starter on university campuses in English-speaking countries.
It is a safe topic because everyone has a major. So let's practice a longer conversation. I sit down, we do the seat thing, and then we talk. Ready?
Ready.
Excuse me, is anyone sitting here?
No, it's all yours.
Thanks. Whew, these stairs are a workout. I'm Jane, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Jane. I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you too, Alex. Is this your first year?
Yeah, it is. I'm actually a freshman. What about you?
Same here. I am a little nervous, actually. What are you studying?
I'm majoring in engineering. How about you?
Oh, wow, engineering? That sounds difficult. I am majoring in psychology.
Psychology is cool. I have a friend doing that.
That was a really good conversation. It felt very natural. I noticed you used the word freshman. Can we explain that for our listeners?
Yes, that is important vocabulary. In American colleges, we have names for each year. First year is freshman, second year is sophomore, third year is junior, and fourth year is senior.
Right. So saying I am a freshman is the same as saying I am a first-year student, but freshman sounds much more like a native speaker.
Exactly. If you say I am in my first year, it is perfectly correct. But if you say I'm a freshman, you sound like you really belong on campus.
What about the word major? Can we use it as a verb?
Yes, you can say my major is engineering, where it is a noun, or you can say I am majoring in engineering, where it is a verb. Both are perfect.
Okay, that is a great tip. I am majoring in. Listeners, repeat that after us. I am majoring in, and then add your subject. I am majoring in business. I am majoring in art.
Perfect. Now, Jane, what happens if the conversation dies? You ask about the major and then silence. That is awkward.
Oh, the awkward silence. I hate that. We need some backup questions, small talk questions.
Right. When in doubt, talk about the immediate situation. You can talk about the class you're in. For example, have you heard anything about this professor?
Oh, that is a good one. Have you heard anything about this professor? It invites them to share gossip or information. Or you could ask, is this a required class for you?
Yes, is this a required class? That means, do you have to take it or did you choose to take it? That is a great question.
Another easy one is asking about where they are from. Are you from around here?
Are you from around here? That is excellent. It is better than where do you live, which can sound a little creepy if you just met. Are you from around here just means do you live in this city or did you move here for college?
Let's try that variation. We are back in the classroom.
Okay. So, Jane, are you from around here?
No, actually. I'm from a small town about 3 hours away. I'm living in the dorms. What about you?
I'm local. I grew up just 10 minutes from campus, so I live at home.
Oh, nice. You get home-cooked meals every day. Lucky you.
Yeah, that is a big benefit. Do you like the dorms?
They are okay. My roommate is nice, so that helps.
See? That conversation flowed perfectly. We went from location to housing to roommates. It is like a chain.
It is like a chain. You just grab the next link. I mentioned dorms, so you asked about dorms. Listeners, listening is just as important as speaking. If you listen to the other person's answer, they will give you the next topic.
That is the secret to being a good conversationalist. Just listen and ask about what they just said. If they say, I am tired, ask, why? Did you stay up late? If they say, I am hungry, ask, do you want to grab lunch after class?
Speaking of lunch, that is another huge scenario, the cafeteria or the dining hall.
The dining hall. That can be an intimidating place. Noise, people, trays of food. If you see someone from your class, can you sit with them?
I think you should. It's a great way to make a friend, but you have to ask. You can't just slide in and start eating.
True. So you see a guy from your history class. You walk up with your tray. What do you say?
I would say, hey, you're in my history class, right?
Perfect. Confirm the connection first. You're in my history class, right?
And then if they say yes, I can say, do you mind if I join you?
Do you mind if I join you? This is a phrase you must memorize, listeners. It is polite, friendly, and very common. Do you mind if I join you?
And usually people are happy to have company. They don't want to eat alone either.
Exactly. Now let's talk about talking to professors. This is different from talking to students. You need to be more formal, right?
Definitely. You shouldn't say, hey, what's up, to your professor.
Please don't do that. Use titles, Professor Smith or Dr. Jones. If you don't know their rank, professor is always safe.
So imagine I have a question about the textbook. I go up to the professor after class.
Okay, I am the professor. I am packing up my bag.
Excuse me, professor.
Yes, how can I help you?
I had a quick question about the reading list. Is the second book required for next week?
Good question. No, you have 2 weeks to get that one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, professor.
You're welcome. See you next time.
Short and sweet. I used excuse me again. It really is the magic key for starting conversations.
It is, and notice you said I had a quick question. Using the word quick shows you respect their time. Professors are busy. If you say quick question, they are more likely to stop and listen.
That is a great psychological tip. Quick question. Even if it takes 5 minutes, starting with quick question makes it feel easier.
Now, Jane, let's talk about common mistakes. What do English learners often get wrong on the first day of college?
I think one big mistake is trying to be too perfect. They are so afraid of making a grammar mistake that they stay silent. They don't talk to anyone.
That is the biggest mistake. Silence is the enemy of friendship. It is better to speak with bad grammar than to be silent with perfect grammar in your head. People in college are open-minded. They don't care if you forget an S or use the wrong preposition.
That is so true. They just want to connect. Another mistake is body language. If you look at the floor or look at your phone, people think you don't want to talk.
Yes, eye contact is huge in English-speaking cultures. You don't have to stare at them like a zombie, but you should look at their face when you speak. And smile. A smile is the same in every language.
A smile invites people in. Also, another mistake, interrupting. Sometimes learners get so excited they know the answer or the word, they jump in before the other person finishes.
Yes, wait for the pause. Conversation is like tennis. You hit the ball, then you wait for them to hit it back. Don't hit the ball twice in a row.
I love that analogy. Conversation is like tennis. Keep the ball moving. Alex, what about sounding confident? Sometimes our listeners feel shy. How can they sound confident even if they are shaking inside?
Fake it till you make it. That is a famous English expression. It means pretend to be confident, and eventually you will become confident. One way to sound confident is volume. Speak up. If you mumble or whisper, you sound unsure. If you speak clearly, people assume you know what you are doing.
Speak up. That is good advice. Also, using filler words naturally can help. Instead of just saying, you can say, well, or let me see, or that's a good question.
Yes, those are called thinking words. They give you time to think, but you are still speaking English. You know what I mean is another good one.
You know what I mean? I use that all the time. It checks if the other person is following you.
Let's do a challenge round, a practice conversation where we mix everything together. We meet in a club, a student club, like the photography club.
Okay, the photography club. I am a new member. You are an old member.
Action.
Hi there. Is this the meeting for the photography club?
Hey, yes it is. Come on in. I'm Alex.
Thanks, Alex. I'm Jane. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are you a freshman?
Yeah, first week. I'm still trying to find my way around. I'm majoring in graphic design, so I thought photography would be useful.
Oh, that is a great combination. Graphic design and photography go well together. Do you have a camera?
I have an old Canon, but I don't really know how to use it yet. That's why I'm here.
Don't worry, we will teach you. We have workshops every Thursday. You should definitely come.
That sounds awesome. I will be there. By the way, how long have you been in the club?
I've been here for 2 years. It's a great group of people. You're gonna love it.
That makes me feel much better. Thanks for being so welcoming.
Anytime. Let me introduce you to the club president.
And cut. That was fun. I felt the flow there. I explained why I was there, graphic design, and I admitted I didn't know something, how to use the camera.
Being honest about what you don't know is very charming. It makes people want to help you. You said, I don't really know how to use it yet. That invites me to say, we will teach you.
It builds a connection. Vulnerability builds connection.
Deep thoughts for a Tuesday, but it is true. Okay, let's recap the key points from today's episode. We covered a lot of ground.
We did. First, we talked about asking for directions. Use excuse me and I am looking for.
Then we talked about the classroom. Is this seat taken? And do you mind if I sit here?
We discussed introductions. Keep it casual. I'm Jane, by the way. And the golden question. What is your major?
We talked about keeping the conversation going by asking follow-up questions. Are you from around here? Is this class required?
We covered the cafeteria, asking to join someone, and talking to professors, using professor and quick question.
And finally, we talked about confidence. Speak up, smile, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone is nervous on the first day.
Everyone, even the native speakers are nervous. Remember that. You are not alone.
Jane, do you have any final words of encouragement for our listeners who are starting college soon?
Yes, just remember that the first day is just one day. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you make one new friend or even just have one nice conversation, that is a success. Be proud of yourself for trying.
That is beautiful advice. Be proud of yourself. Learning English and going to college is a huge achievement. You are doing great.
Thank you, Alex. This was a really helpful session. I feel like I want to go back to college now.
Maybe next year. Thank you to everyone for listening. We hope these phrases help you on your big day.
Don't forget to practice these phrases in front of a mirror. It really helps. And please leave us a comment below. Tell us, what is your major? Or what do you want to study? We want to know.
Yes, leave a comment with your major. We love reading your comments. Thanks for tuning in to the Jane and Alex podcast.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Good luck.